Hello everyone, and welcome to 4 days of backpacking and hiking in the Havasupai portion of the Grand Canyon. We've just parked up at the trailhead and we're heading down the steep initial portion. Really nice views here right from the start. A lot going on. A lot of other hikers, helicopters flying by, and pack meals going back and forth. A lot of activity here near the trailhead. But my brother Lowell and I are very excited to be here. And I've been looking forward to this hike for the past 2 years. And the time has arrived. We came from up there. We've dropped a lot of elevation quickly. Coming down these switchbacks. And working our way over to this plateau area. This could be our last shade for a bit. It's mid-April, but it's quite hot out already. Here's some of our first views as we've come down into the sunny section, which looks like a flat plateau ahead. Hiking traffic on the trail has lightened up a bit, so we're starting in the late morning. Some of the first hikers are reaching the top now that have left from camp this morning very early. But also, being that we're leaving kind of late, most of the hikers or backpackers have already headed down for the day. So we're among the last. And since it's early spring, the heat is not too bad yet, although can already tell it's quite a warm day, but it's tolerable to hike at this time of day. We've already got some incredible scenery. This is a good angle looking back toward the initial switchbacks and trailhead. Trailhead's not all the way at the top of the cliffs, but it's partway down at the next level, kind of in the center there. But look at this scenery spreading out here in front of us. Look at this awesome view of the route ahead. We are going to be heading down in this direction, down canyon. The trail has leveled out and we're following just gradually downhill just above the wash. So we're not in the wash, we're just above it. There is some nice rock in this canyon. We are now walking directly in the wash, but we've been passing by some beautiful red canyon walls. Got a little shade as the clouds came in. Nice cool breeze. About 1.5 miles into the hike here, and it's been outstanding so far.
Hey, I'm Lowell. I'm Steve's brother, and so far, well, the first part's pretty tough, but it's flattened out, so I think we're gonna make it here. And I'm hoping for some help from some mules on the way back.
And it's your first time ever in Grand Canyon?
Yeah, first time in Grand Canyon. So, pretty excited.
Last 30 minutes or so, we've been in a narrow canyon. Not a slot canyon, just a narrow canyon, but shallow walls of red on both sides. Continuing to walk between these red canyon walls. A lot of variety to the canyon as we wind down. gradually making our way down the canyon, being passed by mules every once in a while. Not seeing a lot of hikers out. I guess a lot of them go much earlier in the morning. As you can see right here, we passed through quite a few areas like this where there's huge rock fall in the canyon. Just massive boulders in the wash. Canyon has just gotten incredibly beautiful through this stretch. High narrow walls, lots of greenery, trees. Just coming out through an area of towering vertical cliffs. Look at this, truly epic in scale right through here. This is actually my third year in a row doing a backpack here in Arizona. 2 years ago I did a 5-day backpack of Buckskin Gulch and Paria Canyon to Lee's Ferry. And then last year I did a 5-day backpack of the Grand Canyon corridor. And then of course this year, starting out today, a 4-day backpack of Havasupai. So really enjoying some great longer backpacks in Arizona. Every one of them's been awesome. We came to a junction back there and turned left and entered into an area of a lot of trees and greenery. Truly beautiful through here. Our first view of the water, Havasu Creek. Just a really beautiful area right here. Look at this ground cover. As you can see right here, we've reached the outskirts of Supai village. So no filming is allowed while going through the village. So I'm going to shut down the camera for a while until we get past the village to the beginning of the campground area. We've reached the end of the village and the trail now continues down toward the campground. And as you can see, there's 5 major waterfalls we're going to be able to check out. 50-foot, Little Navajo, Havasu, Mooney, and Beaver. Can't wait to see all of these waterfalls. As we exit the village, we're hiking right alongside the creek. Temperatures dropped quite a bit. It's cooler out and a lot of lush greenery. Some really impressive scenery here as we get into the camping area. Here is our campsite, Lowell's tent and my tent. We're all set up here. Good morning and welcome to day 2 here at Havasupai. Last night we got into camp kind of late, just kind of set up camp, ate dinner and went to bed. But this morning here on day 2, I'm starting out with an attempted hike to Beaver Falls in the Confluence. Behind me you can see Mooney Falls. Now this is a very challenging climb down to the base of Mooney Falls, the most difficult and sketchy part of this whole route. So I've got a couple things that will help me. I brought my climbing helmet and some gloves with good grip. So extreme caution will be in order as I begin heading down here in a few moments. Here's the view down canyon. And here's where the sketchy part begins, right by this caution sign. As I have to descend through this dark cave right through here. Right here you can see the sketchy ladder and chain climb that I had to come down. I'm here early in the morning, so there's not that many people bottlenecked coming up and down this. What a challenge. I'm standing right across the water from the sketchy ladder and chain climb. As you can see, I had my climbing helmet on. I had gloves with good grip. And the other thing I have is shoes with water ports for river crossings that I'm going to be doing today. But check out the scenery right here. This right here is Mooney Falls. What a awesome sight this is to be at the base of Mooney Falls. One more view here before I head down. Those are the cliffs up above, the ladder and chain climbs, the beautiful blue pool here at the base of Mooney Falls, and Mooney Falls in all its majesty. I am glad that that down climb is over with. I've been kind of dreading that for the past 2 years, knowing that I had to make that climb in order to continue down to Beaver Falls and potentially the Confluence. So it's done. I feel like it'll be easier later today when I climb back up it. But now I'm going to focus on the scenery between here and Beaver Falls, hoping as well for some bighorn sheep sightings. We will see. Totally enclosed by this canyon and these towering cliffs. Already my second river crossing. It's been quite beautiful this first mile. Wall-to-wall greenery with towering red cliffs on each side, fully enclosed canyon. And it's only 7:20 in the morning, so I'm one of the first hikers headed down to Beaver Falls. Total solitude out here. Check out this scenery looking back up canyon. And then just off here to my left, look at this rock formation coming out of the canyon wall. It's what I call a sketchy bridge crossing. Total non-stop awe-inspiring scenery. Best way I can describe this trail. As you can see right here, the trail has gained a bit of elevation high above the creek. Incredible canyon scenery looking back. This sign right here is telling me I got to do another creek crossing. So I'm going to go ahead and head across. Whew. This one was a little bit deeper than the last few. A little bit more challenging. Sunlight beginning to creep down the canyon walls. Trying to get into Havasu Canyon here. Kind of passing through a natural cactus garden here as I've been crossing the creek back and forth, climbing some small ladders here and there. As you can see right here, I've gained some elevation high above the creek on the opposite side as I was earlier. And here's a bit of a steep descent. Passing by some palms. And here we go. Fun, sketchy ladder climb. Climbed up the ladder. Now there's some wooden railings and steps. And it continues right here. It's like one last climbing section through here. As you can see, I made it to Beaver Falls, and I got here early, so there's hardly any other people around. In just a couple hours, no doubt, there will be lots of people here swimming, enjoying the beauty, and relaxing for the afternoon. But I wanted to get here early, and it paid off. I got some great footage. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue on toward the Confluence. Some incredible scenery right here at the junction of Havasu Canyon and Beaver Canyon. I made it down to the creek and I crossed it a couple times already. So the route is not entirely clear or obvious the whole time. So I'm just kind of pushing my way down the canyon and finding my way as I go. Having to cross a fairly well moving creek right here. You can see the trail on the other side. Perfect lighting in here this time of day. Absolutely gorgeous dry fall, double dry fall, but especially the one on the right underneath that boulder. Wow, what scenery through here. I wanted to show you my shoes I'm using. These are trail runners for the river crossings. Notice the drainage ports. That helps the water to drain out right after crossing, and they dry quicker. I'm glad I kept my pants on despite constantly doing creek crossings, because there is overgrown brush, you could scratch up the legs. That bighorn sheep was super tame. Didn't mind me being around at all. Just went about feeding. The sun has reached all the way down into the canyon. First time today I'm hiking in the sun. It's 9:20 a.m. Wow, this is so sweet. Nine bighorn sheep. 3 of them are babies. Truly amazing moment out here with this herd of bighorn sheep just across the creek. 9 sheep, including 3 babies, and they don't mind me being here. They're just feeding and enjoying their time in the canyon. More towering cliffs high above. Wow, I'm still blown away about being able to sit there and watch the family of bighorn sheep. They're so tame and it's just incredible. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love bighorn sheep, primarily because of my connection to Death Valley. But yeah, the Death Valley sheep would run away the moment they spot me. So that was cool. I'll never forget that, actually. Time for my next creek crossing right here. Fairly shallow one. Beautiful section of creek here with these rock ledges on the canyon wall. Bighorn on trail. Bye, sheep. Stunning. More epic scenery looking back. What a contrast with the green and red. Making good time. I'm about a little over half mile to the confluence right now. And my Bighorn sheep tally is at 13. Passing through a tunnel right here. Look at all the fish down here. Just about to walk out to the confluence. Right down below you can see the confluence of Havasu Creek and the Colorado River. I made it. Look at this view of the Colorado River. It's exactly 12 o'clock. It took me 4.5 hours to get here from the bottom of Mooney Falls. So maybe 5 hours total from camp. And just really impressed with this area. Looking out at the Colorado River and seeing the confluence where Havasu Creek meets the Colorado River with all the fish swimming upstream. Truly incredible spot. I'm gonna head out now and maybe swim on the way back. It's warming up. Confluence a little over an hour ago. Took a break to swim. Not doing much filming on the way back because I already showed everything, but I will stop to get some footage if I see some more bighorn sheep. Sheep family just crossed the river. Baby is so cute. Gorgeous afternoon lighting here on the canyon walls. That took me 2 hours 45 minutes to get back from the Confluence to the boundary of Grand Canyon National Park in Havasupai. So I'm just about to Beaver Falls, just around the corner. Made quick time, even despite taking a break to swim. completed the climb back up. A little bit easier for me on the way back, but of course put a safety alert in here that this climbing is not for everyone. Definitely quite a bit of exposure there with the ladders and chains, but there was a steady stream of people going back and forth when I tried to come up here just now. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I spent 11 hours hiking down to the Confluence and back. Now I'm gonna head to camp and cook dinner. Here we are back at camp, and we did score a picnic table. As happens with most people, we got ours for the second night. So, picnic table for the next 2 nights.
You got to do your time. You got to have one bad night without a table.
We put in our time.
Yeah, and then you can.
So we're having our appetizer right now. Some mashed potatoes. Looks like they're ready for a taste test. Not bad for backpacking food.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Let me give you a short tour of camp. That's my tent right there. Lowell's tent. Our picnic table, which we snagged yesterday. But check this out. A few steps from camp, our view. Mooney Falls. Good morning, welcome to day 3 here at Havasupai. Yesterday I did about a 16-mile round trip hike to the Confluence, and I also got to see the bottom of Mooney Falls as well as Beaver Falls. It was truly a wonderful hiking day, but it was challenging and definitely not for everyone with the ladders and chains that had to be climbed down and then back up later. Today I've gotten up early. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm here at the base of Havasu Falls. There's no other people around, so it's a nice peaceful time to be here. Get some great footage and enjoy the waterfall all alone. I waded all the way down to the end. It got about this deep on me, and really pretty down here, the other side of the falls. It's quite a lengthy stretch of waterfalls. Good morning. Welcome to day 4 here in Havasupai. It's 4:30 in the morning. Gotten up super early to pack up camp and begin backpacking out around 5 o'clock. So it's our day to hike out about 12 miles, get back to our vehicle. We left camp at 5:30 in the morning to begin the long backpack out of here. We got back to the village about 1 hour from camp to here, so we're making good time. And no pictures through the village, of course. How you doing, Will?
Doing all right so far.
Great. We've been hiking for about 3 hours and 20 minutes now. We're a little bit over halfway, so making good time. I think we got an extra burst of energy after having some breakfast there at the cafeteria in the tribal village. Pretty good food. We've reached the top. It took us 6 hours and 45 minutes to backpack back from the end of the campground near Mooney Falls to the hilltop. And that included a 45-minute stop for breakfast at the tribal village restaurant. So thank you for joining us on this 4-day backpacking adventure through Havasupai. My brother Lowell and I had a great time here, and we appreciated seeing all the beauty. And we would like to thank the Havasupai tribe for welcoming us onto their land and having us stay. We really appreciate their hospitality, and we hope you enjoyed checking out this beautiful place.